Hello, welcome back to 444 Keys to Wisdom. I'm doing quick past life readings with I'm using the Doreen Virtue Past Life Oracle cards here. They're very beautiful. A lot of times, understanding where we came from, another life that we lived, gives us some direction on where we are today, in the life that we're living today. A lot of times there's a direct correlation between our struggles in this lifetime. It is usually connected a lot of times to who we were before we came back this time. Okay. So these cards are here to kind of give you an understanding. Okay. So for my spiritual community that understand past life and reincarnation, let's go. I'm doing the sign of Pisces. Past life information for the sign of Pisces, please. Past life information for the sign of Pisces. One card at a time, thank you. Past life information for the sign of Pisces. I'm going to try my best to get all these done today if I can. Past life information for the sign of Pisces, please. Thank you. Past life information for the sign of Pisces. Ancestors, universe, what information can help us in this lifetime for the sign of Pisces? Past life information for the sign of Pisces. Couple more. Thank you. One more for the sign of Pisces. Oh, two more. Thank you. All right, Pisces, 1 second here. Okay, so Pisces, in a previous lifetime, if you are a female this lifetime, you could have been a male last lifetime. If you are a male, you could have been a female. Female could have been a male. Y'all hear what I'm saying? So whatever sex you are, scientifically, whatever you were before, you could have been the opposite sex in the last lifetime. This also goes for those that are confused or clear about their sexuality. If you're a female, you may in this lifetime like other females because you were a man before, and vice versa. If you're a male this time, you could lean towards men in this lifetime because you were a woman last lifetime. Yeah. Okay. Can you give me like 5 minutes? Okay. All right. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be up there in a second. When you get up here, can you give me another one, the background and stuff? I sure can. You have ties to Atlantis. Okay. You're an Atlantean. So definitely from that era, you lived in Atlantis at one point. You could be naturally very spiritual. You could be very angelic. And I'm not speaking of what you show the world. I'm saying in your alone time, you know who you truly are, whether you show this to people or not. You're a very angelic type person. You're very sweet. You're very kind by nature. You're very helpful. You like to come to people's rescues. Okay. You have an angelic presence. You're very unbothered, but in a very angelic way. A lot of things don't stir you. With this wisdom card here, you could be very wise beyond your years. You could be a younger person who's very mature. Or when you were younger, you were one of those people that, you know, in a black culture would say had an old soul. Spirituality and religion played a part in who you were before. We got monk and the nun. So you could be very like stoic, astute, just naturally disciplined. You could have been a very good student while you were in school. You could got really good grades. Like you're just naturally a very grounded person. You understand spirituality and religion. The mysteries of life probably are not hard for you to understand. Or when you were younger, the concepts of God and the universe or the planets and religious things, religious matters, Allah or Jesus, Buddha, those things they come naturally to you as far as understanding them, understanding how life works, when things hurt, understanding life, birth, death, changes. You were probably or are one of those people that actually moves through those things very easily. And I feel like you did it like you always been like this. Even as a young person, you just understood things a lot more than most people would at your age. Or internally, this is how you are. Maybe a lot of people don't know this about you. But you have a very deep understanding of the afterlife. Things that just life, you understand it. Consequences, concepts of heaven and hell, consciousness, like you get it. You're probably naturally a studious type of a person. Like you like to read, you like to study, and when you read and study, you automatically get it. You're not a person that follows the crowd a lot. You've always kind of stood on your own, and you've always been okay with being on your own. You are probably a loner, or naturally lean towards being a loner, because in another lifetime you were a monk or a nun. That's what you did for a living. You were very devoted to your religion. So whatever you do, you're very devoted to it. And like I said, you're very wise beyond your years, and you have an angelic presence. Like you're one of the people call for advice. When people are in trouble, they come to you. People are just naturally drawn to you because you have a angelic presence, and you probably don't talk very much either. You say just enough, and it blows people away. You can come into a room and just stand there, and people feel safe. They feel loved, they feel heard, they feel guarded, they feel protected in your presence. They like being around you. And you're probably extremely, extremely intelligent, very smart with this Atlantis background. Very, very smart. And like I said, if you are a male in this lifetime, you could have a lot of feminine traits or be very sensitive to females because you were a woman at one point. You could be a male who is a male. You might be masculine and you cry easily. You're not afraid to show your emotions. Or you could be a male that likes other males because you were a woman at one point, and then vice versa. If you're a female this lifetime, you might lean more towards women in this lifetime. Or you have a lot of male friends. You feel more comfortable. It's like friendships, like pure, innocent friendships. You prefer males. You get along with men or males more than females, even as his friends, because you get it. Because at one point you were a boy. In this lifetime, We also have wars and battles, and we have health. In the last lifetime, you were probably, in the last time you were in a war or a battle, you spent a lifetime as a soldier. Okay, so if you were a female this lifetime, you could have been a male soldier in the last lifetime, and you went to war, you went to a battle, and whatever happened in that war and battle, it caused your health to decline. So in this lifetime, you're probably very peaceful, and you rarely get sick. You never get sick. You don't like to fight. You don't like to argue because you've been there. You've fought enough battles. So in this lifetime, you're a peacemaker. You're very peaceful. You don't get into a lot of conflict, and conflict just doesn't find you like that. It's just not it's not for you in this lifetime. And you're extremely healthy. Like, you rarely get sick. You don't battle with your health the way you used to. Or you were a doctor that took care of the war veterans and those that were hurt in battle. You were a physician. And so in this lifetime, you could be really good at science, medicine, math, because you were a doctor before. You put together the wounded, which could be another reason why you're so wise in this lifetime. And a lot of people come to you for advice because you heal the sick and the wounded before. So you're naturally inclined towards medicine and science. You just naturally know what goes with what, how this works, how the brain works, how the body works. You're a doctor to the war people and the people that were hurt in battle. You prescribe their medicines. That's all I'm getting off of this, Pisces. So, wow. I hope you enjoy that, Pisces.